Lake. Pretty easy win and a convincing win. What's to say about this group of everybody's kind of tugging on the same rope at the same time?
I think today they officially, and I know we've been saying this every week, Scott, but I think today they officially let everyone know this isn't a fluke, this is real. Everyone contributed today, and that's what you do. You beat bad teams, and they didn't just beat Carolina, they beat them down, and that's what you want to do.
Jayden Daniels leaving in the first quarter, rib injury, no update from Dan Quinn tonight, probably no more tomorrow. With Jayden going out, there's no drop-off with this offense.
And I think that was surprising for a lot of people because when he went down, the air was sucked out of the building. But then Marcus Mariota came in, and kudos to Marcus because he's just been back for, 2 games now? He's coming back from an injury. So for him to play the way he did, I think all that does is give this team even more confidence that, hey, it's not just Jayden. Yeah, he's the biggest name here, but it's not just him. It's everyone. And for Marcus to come in and keep the offense rolling, to hang a 40 up on another team, listen, what more can you ask for?
Fourth time in the last 5 games, this offense has scored at least 34 points. Why is this offense so good, Lake?
Well, it starts with Cliff Kingsbury. He's just drawing up plays that are getting everyone involved. And each week it's a different person. Obviously, you're going to know about Jayden, you're going to know about Terry, but B-Rob comes back today, and he gives them that extra push that they didn't have last week against the Ravens. And then, of course, if you look at the wide receivers, Ben Sinnott, the rookie, got a touchdown today. Everyone's getting involved, and when you start doing that, guys are going to be saying, hey, Cliff, get me on the field, so everybody wants to play.
And it was the defense that set the tone in this football game. The pick 6, Emmanuel Forbes got an interception. Defense played really well today.
They did, and this is what you need because, let's face it, last week in the Ravens game, the defense gave up some big plays, and they couldn't get the Ravens off the field when it mattered. But to come back here and do this in front of the fans, to do this in front of, legends on homecoming, basically, that was big. Emmanuel Forbes, who's been much maligned, gets an interception, that was needed. And then, of course, Frankie Louvu, what do you have to say? This guy's been playing like a monster out there, and they're using him kind of in a Micah Parsons type role. Today he was all over the field. Dante Fowler, on the interception return, he looked more like a tailback than a defensive lineman. So,
I know he did.
Yeah, he looked great. So,
in your gut, when you see Jayden Daniels, you see him smiling on the sideline, you see him kind of his demeanor coming off, what are you thinking? Obviously this is all assumption and we're all just speculating right now, but what do you think? Do you think he's going to be okay?
Yeah, I do. I think he'll be okay. I don't want to speculate and say it's bruised ribs or broken ribs, but just from experience of having those, I would like him to think that he had, some bruised ribs. And no need to bring him back out. No need to play him when you're, smothering the team the way they were. But for him to come back out and enjoy this with his teammates and wave to the crowd, kind of let them know, look, I'm okay. Listen, everybody, I think, can breathe a sigh of relief. We don't know if he's going to play this week, of course, when Caleb comes to town. But I kind of have a hard time believing, Scott, that he won't be playing up against the #1 pick in the draft.